What is this? We get 2 trailers in one day? Sweet. Well, let's take a look at this one. I'm going to kind of react to it with you all here. If you want to see it, you can go check the link in the description. Otherwise, we're going to go look at the scary Sega CA Total War Cave, where there's Warhammer inside, I guess. Alright, burning lizardy ruins. Chameleon Skink Lord, with what looks like hand grenades. I approve. Al Gorbo! I voted for you! I love his Destroy All Humans campaign. This must be his Destroy All Lizards campaign. Oh yeah, looking good here. We got Sneaky Skinky chasing big angry lizard killing bull. Yes. You know my favorite thing about this trailer so far? I haven't seen a single Skaven. The Silence and the Fury. The Fury of Al Gorbo. Now, Creative Assembly will probably call him Tarox or Taurox, however you say that. Yeah, I'm sure that's what they'll call him. But just know, it's Al Gorbo. He's the Emperor, and he's running on the Destroy All Humans in 2024 platform. So he's starting his campaign now, and I have some exclusive early footage of the DLC here for you. Actually, I'm full of crap, but anyway, this is my mind's view of what the DLC is going to look like. So Boris Todbringer getting attacked by 20 Gorbulls. So let's talk a little bit about this DLC. Now, we don't know everything about it, but here's a little information from the Steam page. It says, this Lord Pack for Total War Warhammer 2 introduces 2 legendary lords for the Lizardmen and the Beastmen. Each leads their own faction and features new characters, units, unique gameplay mechanics, and narrative objectives. Formed of living bronze, the rage-filled Doom Bull Taurox is nigh on invincible, save for one area on his gargantuan neck. So I guess the lizard's going to be aiming for the neck. The Chaos Gods whisper to him of a ritual which can eliminate this weakness, but the promises of ruinous powers are seldom what they seem. Meanwhile, Oxyotl, that's how I'm just going to say it for now, the revered chameleon skink and master of stealth, sense the machinations of chaos and rallies his cohorts. Taurox must be stopped at all costs, lest a new tide of chaos sweeps the world. When the silence meets the fury in a final confrontation, who will prevail? Well, clearly Al Gorbo, right? Even though he's named Taurox for the sake of this, we all know he's going to succeed. Let's talk a little bit about what we know on him. They say here, after embarking on a bloody rampage through Talabuk land, Taurox was rewarded by the Dark Gods with a body of brass, and he still thirsts for slaughter. As he wins battles, Taurox gains momentum. This must be probably a special feature that'll be coming with him. And his army can replenish action points to fight and fight again. Now, this sounds interesting. I can't wait to see some of this in practice, because it could be a fun new way for the Beastmen to play. The longer his kill streak continues, the greater the gifts bestowed upon him by the ruinous powers he and his Beastmen hordes will ultimately need to locate the Heart of Darkness, where he will face Oxyotl in a final decisive battle. So that sounds great, honestly, and it sounds like we're getting some new mechanics for Beastmen. I love having a Gorbull Lord, so obviously I'm very excited for this. I've always liked the Beastmen faction, which is funny because I didn't really think I would originally, but they've always been a lot of fun to play, so I'm extremely excited to see what Taurox does and how they bring some new stuff for him. Again, we hear about momentum here and replenishing action points to keep fighting, so clearly this is meant to, I think, drive the player into a very aggressive play style, which honestly fits the Beastmen, and I'm very excited to see what we have here. So anyway, very excited. Al Gorbull's coming. Remember, vote Gorbull, destroy all humans. His campaign's very simple. Let's move on and talk a little bit about Oxyotl here. And once again, I have early in-game footage, only exclusive to my channel. Okay, I'm full of crap again. But anyway, here I'm recreating probably what the final battle looks like here, which is thousands of chameleon skinks pouring in poison darts. I can't recreate the hand grenades at the moment, or at least what I hope is hand grenades, but here we go. Oxyotl, let's talk a little bit about it. It says, a chameleon skink of high renown, Oxyotl has a long history of fighting and succeeding against the otherworldly forces of chaos. His presence enables him to detect where the forces of chaos will strike next, and utilizing the network of lost secret sanctums, so this sounds like some kind of new feature for him, across the world only he can capture and develop. Oxyotl can choose which threats to tackle and reap the rewards of victory. Oxyotl can instantly travel between his capital and his unique mission areas, so it sounds like he's going to get around the map a lot, kind of like we saw with the sisters and the Wood Elves now. It says, and any secret sanctums. So he can go between his capital, unique mission areas, and secret sanctums. Ultimately, he must travel to the heart of darkness and face the hordes of Tarox in a final and desperate battle. And then, of course, at the end of all this news, CA basically says, keep your eyes peeled for more information. The rest of the roster in July. So we're going to be hearing more soon in July. I'm honestly very excited. Again, glad that there is no Skaven, at least so far, involved in this. I'm really curious to see what they do with the free LC, too. Obviously, the Dwarves could still use some Lords. Norska could still use some Lords. Of course, all of that may be waiting for Game 3. So I don't know what we'll see if they even add a free LC. I mean, they haven't promised any of that. But if they do, part of me is kind of hoping that maybe it's Boris. Like, even though the Empire already has a lot of content, it's good content, doesn't it make sense kind of maybe to add in Boris here as a free LC because of his relationship to the Beastmen? I don't know that he has any to the Lizardmen, but, you know, he was always dueling with the Beastmen. So I feel like that could be a cool addition. Again, not really sure what to expect. I'm excited about Axiatl. I love the Lizardmen. I haven't gotten to play as the Lizardmen as much as I want to in campaigns. I will be covering both of these campaigns, by the way. I think I'm going to stream the Lizardmen campaign, so that'll be Tuesday and Thursdays when it releases, and then I'm going to record the Beastmen campaign, and I'll probably release that daily from the time that I'm able to, you know, until it's finished. So we'll cover both of these campaigns, and if there's a free LC Lord, we'll cover that as well too. But anyway, hey, let me know your thoughts on this. Are you all excited for the Silence and the Fury? Obviously, I'm excited for any DLC for the Warhammer Total War games and new games because I love these games. Hopefully CA keeps the ball rolling here. I feel like they've done really well with all of the DLC in Warhammer 2, and it's just kind of gotten better over time. Hopefully it will continue that way, and this will be a great finishing for Warhammer 2 as we all get prepared for the jump into Warhammer 3. So, man, a lot of news today and a lot to talk about. Hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing out for now.